ECOWAS had made a statement regarding the situation in the Gambia, on the one hand. Secondly, ECOWAS also fielded a joint mission with the United Nations and the AU to the Gambia to meet all stakeholders. With a view of getting the opinion of government and civil society and members of the opposition to try to resolve whatever problems or differences there are. We are a budding democracy. There is no democracy in West Africa that doesn't have its problems.
And same is with the Gambia.
Yes, of course, Gambia is a small society and we are all related in one way or the other. So while on the face of it, definitely, there are issues, but at the end of the day, we are all one big family, and I am quite sure if given the opportunity, we will be able to work through that problem, as Gambians. But, from the ECOWAS perspective, definitely, we would like to encourage greater dialogue, greater tolerance, and we would like to promote peace and stability in all West African countries. So whatever we can do as an international organization, definitely we will.
Well, people are saying that the government has been very much hard on the protesters. They have been calling for reforms of the electoral laws ahead of elections in December. And elections, like we have seen in some countries, have led to conflict. Is ECOWAS worried about this?
ECOWAS cannot force any position on any member state. But what ECOWAS can do is encourage dialogue amongst the parties. I must say that we do have a democracy in the Gambia, and everyone is free and entitled to their own opinion.
But the government of the Gambia has been accused of being repressive, of being intolerant, of violating the fundamental rights of its citizens.
That is your opinion, is it?
Not an opinion. The West African Journalists Association recently released a report saying that Gambia is the worst place for journalism and journalists. So this is not my perspective or an opinion from me.
Well, I have not seen these statements by the West African Journalists Association. But what I do know is that as far as I am concerned, everyone should have the right to express themselves.
People say that is not the case in the Gambia.
Yes, everyone should have the right to express themselves, number one. There should be a free press and there should be freedom of the judiciary. These are some of the fundamental things that I believe that each country should uphold and respect.
Mr. Singhateh, is there a free press? Is there an independent judiciary in the Gambia?
Well, as far as I know, and I speak as a legal practitioner. Before I took up this position, I was a legal practitioner. Speaking to the judges, they will always tell you that they are independent and they are free and they take their own decisions. Now, I cannot speculate that they have been given instructions if they will tell you that they are free to make whatever decisions they want. Now, if that is not the case, then it is unfortunate. But as far as I know from what the judges will tell you is that they are not under any duress, but I have not been privy and I have not witnessed anything to the contrary. So
from your own experience, are you saying that everything is perfect about the Gambia?
No, of course not. There is no system or country that is perfect. So definitely I would not sit here and try to paint a picture that is not true or accurate. The only thing that I can tell you is what I am privy to and what I know. And if I tell you that there is no independent judiciary, then I must tell you how I know that.
Mr. Singhateh, before I take leave of you, some Gambians have expressed the view that President Jammeh has been in power for so long, since 1994, and that it is time for him to quit instead of even thinking about contesting election this December. What is your view? What do you make of this?
My view is very simple. As it stands, there is no term limit in the constitution of the Gambia. Having said that, if people are saying exactly what you have just said, then when it comes time for elections, they are very free to vote in whoever they want. But what is not right and what might be counterproductive is to stir up violence and by way of demonstration try to force a regime change. That is not something that
Just a follow-up question. You said that during the time of election, the people can vote and vote for whom they want. With Jammeh being in power and contesting for re-election, do you think election in the Gambia will ever be free and fair?
Of course I do. I believe that the elections will be free and fair, and I hope that there will be enough international observers to make sure that they confirm that. And I hope that all parties, the government and the opposition, will work together to make sure that there are free and fair elections. So while some people might differ, but I believe that the opposition, having a good, vibrant opposition in any country is a good thing, because it brings in checks and balances, it brings in different opinions, and no country can develop through either a dictatorship or a one-party system. So having a vibrant opposition is a good thing.